Hey Zaya Angels, hope you guys are doing well today. I just wanted to show you quickly how to make your own QR codes for any URL that you desire. I see people charging on the internet for this service, and it is just too super easy and too super free to do on your own for you to be spending any money on that at all. So I'd love to show you how to do that. I have been using Flowcode for a couple of years, and they have just adapted the fastest and updated the fastest, and there are a couple of great options in there. So you just go to flowcode.com. You're going to open a new browser, go to flowcode.com. Mine changed a little bit, as you saw, because I already have a library, but yours, it's going to be the same process. So you go to create code there. All right. And really the key to this is keeping every flow code separate and labeled well, because the last thing you want to do is to send someone the wrong QR code to the wrong event, right? So I'm going to go grab the URL that I would like to make a QR code for today. So go ahead and copy that. Go back to my flow code, and I'm going to drop it right in this link here. You'll see on the right, that is the QR code now for this personal party. Now you have a few options, and these are purely aesthetic. They don't change the destination of your QR code at all. So you can, again, these are just aesthetically pleasing. So whatever kind of floats your boat. I'm digging this one today for some reason, so I'm going to pick that. The person I'm making this for loves purple, so I am just going to make that purple. If this was going to print on a pamphlet or any marketing, if it was going to print at all, I would use the black and white. I've just had better success with the black and whites for print materials, but for online marketing, I think the colors are more eye-catching, and they work just as well online with whatever color you'd like to choose. So I'm going to go with that. And then you have the style down here. Again, if it's going to print, I would not use the super saturated background, nor would I use this one if it's what you would like online. Or, you could try, of course, obviously everything is up to you in your own business, right? But you could try this. My experience is that the super saturated backgrounds tend to bleed a little, and it gets tricky. The more ink, you want to do the least amount of ink on print materials. This is just a little saturated for my personal taste as well. So I'm going to go back to this one and save that one. All right, so here it gives you an option to put your logo in. So I'm going to click logo and scroll down to our Zaya logo, and you'll see the Zaya logo pop in there. All right. And then we're going to go right here to create and download flow code. All right. So I'm going to download. I'm going to download just the code. A PNG file. The difference between a PNG file and a JPEG file is literally the number of dots that are within this circle. So the PNG is a more dense print, and the JPEG file has less dots in that circle. So the PNG is a more broad usage. For print materials, I would certainly use PNG. Online, I would use PNG. The only way I would change that to a JPEG is if it said, if we were trying to upload it somewhere and it said this file is too big, I would just come back to Flowcode and save that as a JPEG and download it again. But PNG is certainly the most broad use. So I'm going to pick PNG, hit download. And there it is. And now I'm going to right now while it's hot, I'm not going to forget. I'm going to save as. And this is, my dogs barked the first time I did this video, so this is the second time I'm making this same flow code again. I actually like this one better, so God knows what he's doing. So I'm going to label that. It is in my Zaya flow codes folder. Hit save. All right. I go back and show you my crazy desktop here. if I can. Certainly remind me later. Yep, remind me later. Oh my goodness. All right. And then go all the way down to my desktop finally. All right. And here are my Zaya flow codes. And it's going to take a year to open up. And there is our flow code ready to use however we want. So I just didn't want anybody to pay for that service when they could easily do it themselves. And I think that's all I have. Thank you guys. Enjoy.